One of the first things you need to do when using Dreamweaver Creative Cloud for the first time is to establish a folder to save all your work in. In this case, I'm going to create a folder on my desktop. Called L Marsden. This is where all my site files will be stored, and when we're looking for this site to be uploaded, this is the folder that I'll be uploading to the web server. So first of all, once that's established, we can then get in and define our site. Now, Dreamweaver needs a site to work in, so the first thing we need to do is head up and go new site. As you can see, it opens up to a site setup, and in here we need to actually define the name of our site. So in this case here, I'm going to call this example site, and you can call yours your name if you'd like. Next thing we need to do is actually navigate through to the folder. In our case, it's going to be on our desktop, and there's going to be one called L Marsden. When I click on save, you'll notice that my file list on the right hand side now has the site example site, and there's nothing created in here. One of the first things we need to do is create another subfolder by right mouse clicking and going new folder, and in here we can actually put a CSS, and this is where we can store our CSS. To begin a new website, we need to create an index.html page. By selecting the root directory, I can come up to File and go New, and then I can select a blank HTML document and click on Create. I now have my new HTML document. At the moment it doesn't have a name, it's just called Untitled, in my case 4, you might be Untitled 1 for the first time you're using it. And then we can go to File, Save As, and the root file should actually be called index.html. And then we can click on the Save button. This then saves our index.html within the root of our document. We've also got a folder here called CSS. So we can actually have an assets folder and a few other folders as we go and create a website, but this is where we'll store all the information of our website. To see that working, we can go back to our desktop and open up the L Marsden folder, and you can see that there's an index.html and a CSS. If we head back to Dreamweaver now, we can actually put in some information. This is Mr. Marsden's example site, and now we can just go like Command S and do the quick save, or we can go File, Save. So Command S, etc. is a lot quicker. You notice that if I make an adjustment, if I put a happy face on the end here, you'll notice that there is a star next to the file name up the top here. This means it hasn't been saved. So if I go Command S now, you notice that disappears. And if we open this file up in a browser, we can actually see it working. So I head back to the file, double click it, and you'll see that we've actually got the information. This is Mr. Marsden's example site with the happy face. So we can see that our web page HTML document is opening in a browser, ready for us to create an amazing website. So that's how you establish a site within Dreamweaver.